Hey there, fans of Brotherly Love Wrestling. It is I, Vic Delicious.
Philly's own, the Mecca here.
It is the real McCoy, J.D.X. Justin D. Xavier. And
it's your man, CD, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old friend RJ City.
Hey there, Brotherly Love Wrestling. Bill Carr here.
Hey everyone, this is two-time guest Wheeler Yuta.
Two bozos from Philadelphia flapping their gums about pro wrestling this, pro wrestling that.
Which is not that unique in the grand scheme of things yet.
You are in for a treat because you're tuned in to Brotherly Love Wrestling.
Philadelphia, are you ready?
No! They said, are you ready?
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
Welcome, everybody, to Brotherly Love Wrestling. On the show today, we have the owner of Louliga Cigar Lounge in Fishtown in Philadelphia, Luis Rodriguez. Luis, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
So, Luis, for obvious reasons, people are wondering why we have an owner of a cigar lounge on our show, just randomly. But you're not just a cigar lounge owner, you're a big time wrestling fan, and the ultimate reason why we have you on the show we'll get to later in the show. We will go bury that lead for a little bit and just talk about what
is that a real thing?
Yes. It is now. What the current state of pro wrestling and what has gone on the past week or so. I do want to start off with probably the most negative story that we've seen in a long time. Yeah, because we want to get positive. We'll get positive. Let's just get this bad shit out of the way.
This made headlines
all over. It's actual news, not just wrestling news. So obviously over the past week we found out that more stuff with Vince McMahon has come out, and he has actually stepped down from TKO and operations in WWE. Very disgusting allegations that are going on in this lawsuit. As a wrestling fan, do you remember a time like this or did you ever think you would see a WWE that has no affiliation with Vince McMahon?
I remember when he got attacked for steroids.
The Balco report.
So I was already an adult. I'm 54 years old, by the way, so I was already an adult, so I knew what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was a dark time too back then, with Hogan and all that, and Nails when they did that to him. But this right here, man, it's like I wanted him to retire, but not this way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I wanted him to just leave in his own terms and everything. But this was crazy, bro.
You remember?
Crazy.
You remember what happened with Penn State with what was his name?
Joe Paterno?
No.
Oh, well, Sandusky,
and then how Sandusky's actions led to Paterno having to leave, and then soon after he just kicked the bucket because he had nothing left. I feel like it's a really weird feeling, but this kind of has like hush tones of that feeling that I had when all that shit was going on. Like, this is what he lived for. This business and what he did for it and what we're finding out now. I mean, like, I feel like this is like the last stop. Like, I feel like this could kill him.
I don't think he's coming back. I don't think Brock is coming back.
I don't think so either.
I think Brock is done. You know, it's sad, man, but you know, I feel bad. I feel for the young lady that did all this. You know, I feel bad for her, what she's going through, her and her family. You know, I mean, I've read the full indictment.
Yeah.
You know, we could go into that a little bit later if you guys want, but it was disgusting. But you know, it all came out to be because he didn't pay the rest of that money.
Yeah.
No, that's so. you know.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you wonder how many more, but we don't have to
Oh.
dive too deep into what could be or what is. I mean, it's just hopefully they're able to, like, once he's not associated, and I hope they can bounce back. I hope it's not like asterisks on all the good that they're doing.
Well, I don't think it's going to affect the business for WWE, because if it would have, Netflix would have said something by now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
They would have said
Slim
something
Jim
by now.
jumped out and then jumped right
Right.
back in.
And they,
Yeah.
right. So that's what I'm saying. So they would have said something. So I don't think it's going to affect business wise, just the morality of it, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think there's going to be more women to come out. There's going to be more women. This is not fun. This is not the last one. There's going to be more.
No, this was too recent to be the last one.
But I honestly think you're going to see women wrestlers come out. I honestly think that. You know.
Yeah, I
It's a
did
shame.
see people talking about the woman wrestler Ashley, who ended up taking her own life, and like people saying that no one believed her when she said there was misconduct in WWE, and that's kind of why she was so tortured. And like that stuff like that makes you think about, I mean, this situation really brings that stuff up. And like you said, I mean, who knows how many women wrestlers had to go through that, or how many other women that worked for WWE had to go through and endure that. It's like you said, disgusting. It's a shame that they had to worry at their workplace and stuff like that, especially from the boss, from the final decision maker. It's rough, but I mean, I just wanted to get that and talk about that for a little bit because it was top news, but we can move on to something way more positive. One of the big four that, in our opinion,
my favorite for sure,
pay-per-view of the WWE calendar. Yeah, most people's top up there. Royal Rumble. We can start right from the top, right where they started at the women's. Me personally, I thought the women stole the show Saturday night. I thought
100%.
from start to finish, whether you want to talk surprises or not, the in-ring, it's probably one of the best in-ring rumbles as far as action, storytelling, and everything that I've ever seen. It was just so good.
There was a lot of purpose. There was a lot of purpose in that Royal Rumble. There was a lot. A few first-time entrants that are going to hopefully make a big splash in WWE. And then they had developed and rebuild of storylines, and they still have. I mean, I took a lot out of it. I mean, it looks like we know who the chamber match is going to be. If you just if you were to look at that last picture of the Rumble, all the competitors around the ring, I think we got our Elimination Chamber minus Nia Jax. I mean, she'll be the other one.
Yeah. You got to give credit to Triple H and TNA.
Yeah.
For what they did. I mean, man, you got to say she looked phenomenal. I mean, I guarantee you she's going to sign to the WWE. That's how impressive she was in that match.
You have to. How could you argue not signing her and throwing whatever money you can at a Jordan Grace? I mean,
she was. Whew, I was very impressed, and I was very impressed with Tiffany Stratton too.
Yeah, she would. I mean, Larry watched a little bit more NXT than I did, and he's been touting how much she's impressed him in NXT. I mean, she's just an athlete. She's just a freaking athlete. She's got a good personality. Good sell, good facial expressions when she's doing shit. I mean, she's got the attitude. She's got the attitude and the talent.
And she's only been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years. She looks like a main event already. She needs to be already up. Well, I've read today that they're thinking about bringing her up already.
I mean, they did the same thing with Breaker, who was thrown in there on a whim. He wasn't even supposed to be in the damn match. So Braun Breaker came in and just lit it up. He did. So apparently he did exactly what Lesnar was supposed to do. He eliminated everyone Lesnar was supposed to eliminate. He got eliminated the same way Lesnar was supposed to get. But God damn, the way he hits the ropes with the intensity that he hits the ropes, Jesus Christ. His dad and his uncle were never that fast.
In my opinion, he should have been in the main roster already. Like last year, he should have been up there already. You know, it's taken them this long, but you know, hopefully we'll see him up there already. You know,
I think his biggest thing was promo and believability and like a final polish. Like they didn't really need him up there last year. They had plenty going on. I mean, he finished up some stuff in NXT. He changed his attitude. Last year he wasn't really the attitude guy. He was still the bright colors and the rah-rah guy. Then he got some attitude. I mean, they finished him off, and now I think he's 100% ready. But Stratton too. Stratton's got it's those wrestlers with the attitude. Like they have like almost like not so much of an arrogance or a cockiness, but they just have an attitude like they're supposed to be there. Same thing with like Grayson Waller, who was never like he liked it when he was younger, but he's not like a 10-year vet. Like he came in and he could talk, he can wrestle. I mean, it's those people with the just that we should be here attitude. Like this is where I belong.
Yeah.
And not only that, I think that even though when I first saw them talk about that NIL, where they're grooming young athletes at the collegiate level to come in,
not a lot of people were a fan of that.
No, but now you look at it and you look at what the NIL has produced, and some of these people that are born athletically gifted, and what they can do.
Was she an NIL, Stratton?
I don't want to say for sure, but I know.
I know she was a gymnast. I know that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she was a collegiate gymnast.
Yeah. But with that, just the invent of that, of looking at people that aren't indie wrestlers, you know what I mean? Not just bringing in the top indie names, trying to change them, trying to break them of these habits that they may have gotten that WWE isn't fond of, where you're getting this moldable piece of athletic greatness and you're able to teach them wrestling because they don't know anything else except athletics.
And they're competitive.
And they're competitive because they come from team sports.
They want to be the best.
Yeah.
And the ones that get that, like what they have to do to actually get there, they're starting to show. Like the Creed brothers had to have been.
But man, like,
I just wanted to, with the women's rumble, I think a lot of people's favorite actually came out and won, and that's Bayley. I think a lot of people were looking for her to win, thought it was about her time to win. And the way she did it, looking pretty dominant at the end, but you could see
lasting for 60 plus minutes.
Like
too.
You could see how much it meant to her, and just finally it was her. It looks like it's her time because she's been that gatekeeper sort of in the the women's division. I know. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from. I don't know where. I apologize for that.
Heat seeker.
Yeah, I apologize for that. But from where she came from, of just always putting, whether it's Sasha, whether it was Charlotte, Becky, and others, just pushing them up. It's now her time, and I think she deserves it, and I'm glad that she got that win.
Let's face it, she had like probably the most compelling and worked on storyline anyway, so it only made sense. It only made sense for her to win. Like no one else had that.
We all know where this story's going.
Yeah,
with her in Damage Control, of course. So you know.
I think that's okay though. I think it's okay that we know where it's going because it's like usually I don't like predictability, but if you have intrigue and like good storytelling and whatnot throughout, which it has been. I mean, we can see the writings on the wall, but at least it's a fun ride to get there.
Yeah.
And the Royal Rumble just added to that.
What you guys thought of Jade?
We've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this.
Right?
Like she was
incredible.
She was squandered in AEW, and she wasn't being taught. Like she wasn't learning anything. Like here, you're gonna go out. She was Goldberg. Goldberg didn't learn shit. It was a WCW move. Like she's got the best trainers. the best people for mic
Yeah.
work. She's got the best actual presentation, stage, showing, everything, production. She's got it all now. And she looked happy as hell when she came out and she was staring down Nia Jax. When she came out, she looked like you could tell that she's like, this is what it feels like. This is what it was supposed to feel like.
And the pop she got.
Yeah.
I was like, what
massive.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And no one even knew it was no one didn't even really know it was her.
For a second, I thought she was gonna win the goddamn thing. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna give this shit to Jay.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And you know what's funny is that I think a lot of people would have been okay with that too.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would have really questioned it. If you look at her.
Yeah.
She looks like she could destroy everybody in the fucking ring.
And she's money, bro.
Dude,
she's money.
I mean, the slight tease you got with her and Bianca Belair, I think.
That was great. That was great.
The gorilla press, and then they got hit. Like, that's what people like. When Jade came over, that's what they wanted to see. They wanted to see Jade versus Bianca because they were compared to each other, and like for so long, like she's doing this, she's doing this, she's doing this. They were both champion at the same time. But what if they got to lock up in the squared circle? Now you get to see it.
Yeah.
I think people are just happy. People are happy at the direction, the in-ring and whatnot with WWE. Whatever's happening outside of the news and whatnot, like the WWE is still firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, going to something I don't know how many people are actually happy about is Roman Reigns retaining his title. I mean, I think a lot of people thought it was happening, but I know at least everyone that was
I wanted Orton to win just because I'm in a different scenario.
Everyone that was in the living room that we were watching with, and we had 5 guys, all of us wanted Orton to win. We wanted to take that title off of Roman.
That's not happening.
We knew that. We knew that. We were rooting for it, but
now,
we knew we wanted.
Now the thing that I'm worried about is that he wins again in Philly.
Exactly.
That's what I'm worried
He is going to
about.
win again. This is what's going. They're giving him the Hogan thing.
Yeah.
They want him to pass Hogan.
Yeah.
This is what he's going to fight The Rock. Rock's going to beat him. This is what I think is going to happen. Cody's going to fight Seth. It's going to be Seth and Cody. That's what I think. In my opinion,
Cody's going to choose Seth over Roman, so they can have Rock Roman.
I think Punk being out kind of
right. It screwed everything up.
Yeah.
Unless they go with Gunther beating Seth.
Yeah.
Meeting Seth, meetings, and then he faces Cody.
Yeah.
But the Rock Roman is just too big, bro.
Yeah.
That's a big match, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they do it for next year, but I don't know. We'll see the Elimination Chamber, see what happens,
Well, neither one of them are going to be there.
Well, Roman for sure.
Oh, they're not.
Roman is not. He is not advertised for Chamber, so he will not be there.
What? I don't. So Roman and The Rock is the big match, of course.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen in a couple of weeks, it's not going to happen until next year.
I agree with that.
They got only what they say 70-something days for WrestleMania. They need to do this quick.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they. I think, look, The Rock has said it multiple times. He worked it into his sitcom that he did. He always said Rock Roman should be a Mania title match. He said it on First Take. He was on ESPN First Take and said that WrestleMania, we could put on the greatest WrestleMania with it being Rock and Roman. So I don't know if The Rock is interested in anything but Mania when it comes to facing Roman Reigns.
Exactly. Especially Philly, 40th. The 40th one.
Yeah.
Big. You guys going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Night 2.
I have a suite, so I'll see you guys there. You need a receipt?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I was gonna do a party in my lounge, but since I'm going, I'm not doing it. So
you go in both nights?
Yeah, I got a suite for both nights.
Nice.
Guys, you can't put that color there. You got to go back to where it was.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. No, not only do we get to talk wrestling, but we get to see what it is to be the ins and outs and the manager owner of a small business. So
There you go.
this is the American dream. This is what we're living here. This is everything that we need to see.
Now, so what did you guys think of the forward? I mean, what did you guys thought of it?
I felt like it was. I mean, it just felt like a match, like a regular match. I felt like it was
regular match. That's what I thought.
It was not. It didn't have a big. It didn't have a big time feel.
Can we get this on ABC? It was. Yeah, it didn't have a big time feel. Exactly.
Yeah, but
I said
Roman's
the same thing.
Roman's last few matches. I mean, dude, his last big feel match was Mania.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
He hasn't felt like he's had a big time match since Mania. Nothing that anybody thought like, ooh, he's gonna. I mean, Sami Zayn in Toronto, it felt big time, but that was
so before.
That was storyline.
Yeah,
that was a great storyline. Sammy Roman probably the last big feel.
Yeah. I'm tired of Roman, but what are they gonna do, man? I mean, the guy's money for them. You know what I mean?
Well, and not only that, if you're Endeavor and TKO, do you really want to take the title off the guy that is making the most money in the history of the company, the biggest pay-per-view buys? Like, do you really want to screw with that right away? Like, hey, why not ride this out 6 more months, get him the Hogan record? I see it in a business standpoint, but as fans, if Cody does lose this, if we're talking Cody Roman 2 at the Link on Sunday night the 7th. I mean, if they do it again, like, as fans,
Cody's done.
You look at it like, why did he lose? Like, why did he lose it last year then? Like, you know what I mean? It's as a fan looking at the storyline, it's very upsetting to think Cody will lose again.
Like I said, man, they don't want to Hogan, man. That's in my opinion. That's what they want.
Yeah,
that's a big thing. You beat Hogan. WWE is a business first. Remember that, guys.
Oh yeah,
money. So
Well, they've been wiping out a lot of old records anyway. From the Intercontinental, I mean, Gunther took the Intercontinental away from Honky Tonk. You had the New Day take away from Demolition. Like, they've been wiping a lot of those records clean and getting their new era superstars to have those records. So I completely understand Roman overtaking Hogan, and now you got all these new names instead of I mean, look, granted, you're with your age and our age, we all witnessed those greats, with the exception of Bruno. So there's so many generations behind us, and the generations now that are looking at these stars have never seen the Honky Tonk Man. You know what I mean? Don't even know who Demolition is. So they don't care about these records. So you got to make them care about these records. I get that, but it sucks being an older wrestling fan.
It should have been Cena.
I agree. I think it should have been Cena as well. But
Cena wanted that Hollywood money, though.
No, I mean, Cena should have did it when he was like, I mean, probably 10 years ago.
Yeah. Let's go back, though. Speaking of Gunther, Jesus Christ, bro. Unstoppable force. I don't see nobody in that roster taking that Intercontinental.
He's only lost 3 matches since he's been in, WWE?
Really? I didn't even know that. Wow.
Well, yeah, he was the only time he lost down in developmental was when he was the NXT UK champ, and he was that almost forever, and he lost the title, but then he went on another big win streak and into NXT. I don't think he ever even lost at NXT, and then only came up and lost 1 or 2 matches on the main roster. Like, that's amazing in itself.
Yeah, I don't see who could beat him.
Someone's gonna have to beat him because he's got to move up.
Yeah.
Nah, he's gonna be
double champ.
This is what I think. Double champ, and he's gonna give up the Intercontinental champion. He's gonna give it up.
You don't think? I think a guy like Gunther
I don't
could
think he gives it up.
defending the Intercontinental and the World title both. I can see him doing that in separate matches, separate nights. I think he's built for that.
Yeah.
Has anybody else ever did that?
Not
don't
with
think so.
longevity.
Yeah,
I think
think so.
Seth did it and dropped the title the one time he did it. He tried to defend the U.S. and he defended the world title same night. But I don't know too many people that have held both titles.
Yeah.
Like that, they used to do that back in the day, but they would give it up like right away. Like you'd give up the lesser title. Didn't fucking Ultimate Warrior have both?
Yes.
Warrior had both.
Yeah. Ultimate Warrior, they have both. Yeah, I remember that. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, he theoretically, but I don't see them ever doing that. I don't see them because they never committed to it before. It's always been like, all right, so you didn't technically lose this, but it's still a changing of the guard type thing where someone else is gonna just
do a tournament.
Yeah, we'll do a fucking tournament.
I hate those fucking tournaments.
I hate those tournaments too. I can't stand tournaments. Dude, that's what's taking me off of AEW. It's just like the lack of storytelling and the such. They just go to the tournaments like fucking every other week. Like, we're gonna have a tournament. That's because you got too much talent.
I'm talking Tony Khan better start changing up his shit, man, because for what I'm seeing and there's nobody in these goddamn big ass arenas. He's crazy, bro. He needs to start doing smaller venues.
Yeah, when you're maxing out at 2,200 people and you're playing in a 10,000 seat stadium, that's a problem.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, if he didn't have whatever resources he has, money wise, he would have been done by now. That would have been it.
He's spending. Yeah, but listen, his dad is going to get tired of that. I think.
I would hope so.
They're going to want to see some money out of this company, bro. They can't keep losing money.
Are you just that rich? You're just like, I'm just going to let my kid do whatever. This is just, it's keeping him occupied and out of my fucking hair. He seems like he could be like the douchey son. He seems like he could be that.
And he needs to get somebody to run that company, do the booking.
Yeah, dude. He had the guy there. Regal and a couple others who have what was it? Freaking the Taskmaster. Help me, Lar. Kevin Sullivan. You got Sullivan back there. He's an old mind. Dean Malenko could help you. I mean, he had the right people there.
You still have Dustin. You still have Mark Henry. You still have Big Show. You have Jericho there. You have plenty of names and veterans of this company and business to do it.
Yeah. It's a sensitive subject with Sting right now. They're doing him dirty for his last match.
Oh, man. I don't even know. Man.
Were you a Sting fan growing up?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
See, he's my favorite. Surfer Sting. He's my favorite. I was him three years in a row for Halloween. The fucking neon face paint, the fucking scorpion pants, spiked up hair, dude. I just wish I want better. I fucking love. It irritates me that this company, WCW already fucking went. They went out. He left. He didn't go to WWE. He went to TNA. He did pretty good over at TNA, and then he finally went to WWE late. Got injured, and now I feel like I want his last run to means I guess it doesn't feel like his last run now.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't feel.
I was planning on going to his last match, but I couldn't figure it out, how to get there and all that, with work all that.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's going to be his last match anyway. These guys retire and come back 2-3 years for the big payday. So.
I think that happens in WWE, honestly. I think they're the ones that are able to pull it off. The ones that make it feel special. What's the pay-per-view that he's retiring on?
Revolution.
I mean, does that bring any excitement into anybody's hearing Revolution? Or are you just that's it?
Nope. Nothing. Listen, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of wrestling. I like AEW. I watch it all, but in the beginning, AEW was exciting.
It
Oh
was.
yeah, but now I look out like what the fuck? Like I watched it now. Hangman Page is on with some guy. I don't even know who that is.
That's right.
You know
That's what you
I'm
want to see.
You know, like
Here, I got an idea. I'm going to jump back on the Sting real quick, and I'm going to talk this into the universe.
Okay.
Fucking TNA's back.
Yeah.
They hold a Bound for Glory, and it's Sting versus Angle. Last match. Let Angle come back, because Angle needs a real last match. Angle Sting. Retire in TNA. How fucking awesome would that be?
oh yeah.
And you have Booker as the fucking special guest referee. And Jeff Hardy is nowhere near that arena.
Well, look, I do want to hop back onto the men's Royal Rumble.
We didn't get to that yet?
No,
No,
we're
Jesus.
not officially talk about the men's Royal Rumble.
We didn't talk about the date even. Damn, I don't even remember
The United States
Logan Paul?
title. Yeah.
Yeah, Logan Paul.
I know
Logan Paul's a hell of an athlete, man.
The only thing I mean, look, I love Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is by far behind Shawn Michaels is my second favorite all time. And just, I don't like the finish. I don't care that Logan won and retained. But when in history does a referee see Nux ever? Like, he kept the Nux on his hand. Like, you take the Nux off and you put them in your tights.
Yeah, you throw him out of the ring.
Like,
After you get him,
I don't like that finish. Kevin Owens is too smart even in a character standpoint. He's too smart to still keep the Nux on his hand. Like, I don't like that whatsoever. I love Logan Paul as champ. I think he brings a lot of eyes to the business, which is great. I think he's phenomenal in the ring for being 5-6 matches in, but just the finish bothered me, man. I just thought it was lazy. I thought it was lazy.
But from what I heard, he was working hurt too. KO.
Oh, really?
Yeah, broken foot or something like that.
Oh, wow.
It's the worst time of year when people start fucking coming up with injuries.
Yeah, that's bad.
Right in the heart. It's WrestleMania season now. It's the road.
Yeah.
We're on the road.
Crazy. Yeah.
Our road's not as long though as most people's road.
No,
we have
a very short road to get to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We got like a straight shot.
I'm literally 10 minutes away from the stadium.
Yeah.
That road's not as long.
Yeah.
I don't got to pay for hotel, air, nothing.
Yeah,
that's the best. That might be the best part.
Yeah, I know who that is.
So we got, with all these injuries, like we said, we have Cody Rhodes winning back-to-back. First person to do it since Stone Cold Steve Austin did it, and joins a list of only 4 people that have done it: Michaels, Hogan, obviously Austin, and now Cody.
What? Back to back?
Who have won multiple Rumbles.
No, back to back.
Well, yeah.
Back to back. Yeah.
Yeah, back to back.
Back to back, not multiple.
Yeah,
back to back. Because Orton's got 3.
Yes. Yeah.
No, he's got 2.
He has 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would like to see if CM Punk was actually supposed to win. Did that injury to his bicep or tricep? Tricep. Did that change? You know what I mean? Was CM Punk going to win the Rumble, or did that change? You know what I mean? Plans. Like, were we going to see CM Punk win the Rumble and then do the Seth thing and have Cody go through the chamber? But now we have Cody making this decision and having to pick between Rollins and Reigns.
Okay, so when I was watching a match. Well, I didn't see exactly, but I've seen videos now of him telling the refs that he's hurt. I don't know if he called the audible. So yeah. I don't know. But they're saying that he wasn't supposed to win the match. But from what I've seen, I think he did call audible. And I think he was supposed to win that match.
Yeah.
That's in my opinion, you know.
Yeah.
What I've seen. But they're saying no, that he wasn't supposed to win the match. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but how does he know that he's that hurt enough that he knows he's going to be out of Mania? Like, that's crazy. If you know that.
I mean, that's the third time he's tore his tricep. The third time.
This is the third time?
Yeah, third time. So he knows.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that many.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. Third time. So
Yeah, I think. I mean, look, the good thing. I mean, it's a bad thing and a good thing. The bad thing is obviously we're missing out on a CM Punk. We're missing out on a Charlotte Flair, who's on the shelf as well. There's a couple people we're not going to see.
I think Charlotte Flair is coming back sooner than later. Sooner.
Do you think she'll make Mania?
She's already training again, dude. She's a freak.
I don't think she's going to be fighting in Mania, but she's going to be involved in Mania.
She's not really needed right now. She doesn't have a storyline that she can even build in a couple months. Like the storylines are already in place. Like they're not going to throw her in just a regular. It's like she doesn't fit. I mean, she could fit in the chamber match, but she's not ready for that yet.
No.
I'm interested to see the women's chamber. I'm interested to see if they go with if it's just going to be straight Becky versus Rhea, or if they're going to try and do a triple threat like Rhea and Nia. Because if Becky's supposed to win, then they're going to protect Rhea. But if Rhea's supposed to win, it's so much more impressive to be two people.
Yeah.
Well, I set my calendar for 4:30 in the morning. Crazy. I was up in the morning to watch the
5 a.m. man, that's brutal.
On a weekend. I mean, good for them though. If they're then, so that's I think that's close to sold out over there.
How many? 60, 70? What is it?
It's somewhere around that number. Yeah,
it's up there.
Great.
Yeah. Well, look, and that's the other thing is that you look at what wrestling has done with these sellouts, and given AEW credit, 78,000 people went and saw AEW in Wembley. Like, and you have constantly 40, 50, 60,000 people watching wrestling for WWE. It's ridiculous. And I guess because the TV ratings and everything's so spread out with streaming services and all, I feel like we should have better ratings for all of wrestling. Like, it should be more than the Attitude Era if you look at attendance and money being made.
Did you see the ratings for Collision?
I did 300,000. I know. So Collision got 300,000 people.
Wasn't it on the same day as fucking the Rumble?
The Rumble.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised there was 300.
I would have moved Collision to Sunday.
Yeah.
I would have thought it was only going to draw 100. 300 is pretty good for that. I don't think
then they released today. Tony Khan's funny. He releases today that he got 4 million subscriptions on YouTube for his AEW channel.
What? He's got one? There's an AEW channel on YouTube?
Yeah.
You know I'm fucking subscribing to that.
Well, 4 million people are apparently.
It's 4 million.
Yeah, I was like, but nobody watches your shows, bro.
Yeah.
3.9 of those are bots.
Yeah, exactly.
You have 300,000 people watching a Saturday show, yet you have 4 million subscribing on YouTube. I don't know about all that.
I know.
Well, he couldn't get any of the foreign countries to watch.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
You count the people from other countries. That's who's making up the 4 million. There's billions of people. He's got 4 million of them. That's those shows just like they've like completely gone off the rails and they're just not meaningful at all. Dude, it's like it's watching Thursday Night Thunder.
Oh god.
Dude, it's like watching Thunder. Like you're getting like it's the funny thing is that the Disco Inferno was like a mainstay on Thunder. He was like a big part of that. And Tony Khan's running his shows like Thunder, but yet hates Disco Inferno. I bet you that Disco Inferno would give some numbers to fucking Tony Khan.
Yeah, man. It's a shame. Yeah.
I just want it to be better than it is.
Yeah, me too. They need storyline. They need better booking storylines. Like these dream matches that he does all the time. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but what's the purpose of it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially if you've never heard of it. If like you're just a casual fan, you're just like, who the hell is this guy? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the Japanese guys. Luckily, I followed Japanese wrestling all my life. I've been to Tokyo Dome twice and stuff like that. So,
and I do too, but that's more like if you're gonna have these.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's a niche of people or a niche of people that are going to enjoy that. Be like, yeah, this is great. Like, I'm glad that he's doing this, but that's not going to appeal to the masses. They got no characters. Like, they need characters.
Oh, speaking of that, what do you guys think about that Okada thing that PWT pulled his t-shirts out?
I just texted Joe today because the entire men's rumble, he is itching.
I wanted him to fucking
He
come
wanted
out.
him so bad, and then nothing ever happened. And so I texted him today. I said, "Pro Wrestling Tees were asked to remove Okada's merch. That could be a good sign for WWE."
I thought he was going to be the Chaos. I thought fucking Nakamura was going to bring like. I have the Chaos, and the fucking Okada comes out.
Well, his contract, he still had a contract. He couldn't show up. So. Today was the final day of his contract.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Triple H can do it. He wants his dream match is against Triple H at Mania.
I'd be down for that last match.
H would make that happen.
Yeah.
Dude, he stays in shape. He's not like, he's not ready, but he'll play the hits for him.
So, Lou, is there anything else that you want to talk about before we make our announcement?
Let's see. Did we miss anything?
I don't think we did. We went over the whole card.
We went over the whole card. We went over some other tidbits.
We talked about AEW, talked about McMahon.
Velveteen Dream had his bullshit ass interview. That was garbage. Nobody wants that motherfucker. He was a great fucking guy, a great character, but he's a fucking dumbass.
He could have been the next one. His character work. He was great in the ring.
He was great. I love his theme song. Jesus Christ! I used to sing that shit all the time. It was stuck in my head.
Yeah,
and shit.
He's one of those guys that got it, but
dumbass.
Bad decision making, man.
Can't be a fucking creep.
Yeah. Let me see. That's it. That's no major news. We all know where Sasha's going.
Like, wait, where do you think she's going? AEW?
She's going to AEW, bro.
Yeah, I think so.
I was just talking to my buddy yesterday, and it really she's not as big of a draw as people think.
She's not.
She's not. Like, if anything, I think Paige was a bigger draw, and she still wasn't a big enough draw to get the eyes over. Like, I feel like this is just her feeding her ego. Like, she knows where she's the best. She knows where she's best off, but she's not gonna. Like, I feel like she's just not gonna give. Like, Naomi was in the Rumble, and Naomi got fucking arguably one of the biggest pops of the night.
You saw that shit? That was a great pop.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Sasha. I know she's going to AEW because she trademarked the Monet thing. And she did that like 2 weeks ago. So
she's fucking Sasha Banks, just like Paige is Paige. Like, she's not Marissa Tomei or Marissa Monet, whatever the fuck she is. Like, that's not it. Like,
then I heard the number she wanted. I was like, this fucking girl's out her fucking mind. Like $5 million and shit. Like, crazy. She's crazy. She's crazy. She's not worth that.
Dude, that's Cena money.
That is Cena money. That's Brock. That's Brock and Cena money.
Roman Reigns money. Yeah.
She fucking couldn't draw on a paper bag. What the fuck?
Nah.
She's not bringing the. She'll get the big fucking the pop at the pay-per-view that she debuts at, but that'll be it.
That's it.
That'll be it, because what the hell are they gonna? They've already proven multiple times that they have no clue how to book a women's division. No clue. She'll be in multi-person matches in no time.
You know who I want to see in the WWE? Dr. Britt Baker. I think she'll do good in WWE.
Yeah, so she was in NXT, and then she kind of got let go because she didn't make the cut. Yeah. But she was able. She's just like, I don't know, like Jade. It would be like a Jade. Like, you find yourself there. You find your audience. I think MJF should be in the WWE. I think MJF.
I had a feeling, he was going to sign to the WWE, but this Tony Khan probably gave him whatever the fuck he wanted not to go.
And rightfully so.
Yeah. But I really thought if they really was doing this war of 2004, he was going to sign with the WWE.
Yeah.
But Tony Khan probably gave him the world, whatever the hell he wanted.
He's probably got double pay being off.
Oh yeah.
He's probably getting double time while he's off. Yeah, you take him off. I'll pay you double.
Yeah.
Fucking no, I think he's just built for the ultimate stage. Like he's
you guys know who you guys know whose nephew that is, right?
MJF?
Yeah, you know who's his uncle? You guys don't know, huh?
I don't think so.
His uncle,
Rob Feinstein.
Oh,
you guys know who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his uncle in real life.
Really?
Yeah. That's Feinstein's sister's son.
wow.
Yeah.
Jesus, is that how he got on Rosie O'Donnell? Nah, man, I just feel like he's built for the big stage. He's a big fish, small pond now. He's already worked his way into that. Like he's already done. They're not going to get anyone else that's meaningful for him, unless Tony Khan's able to poach some talent. But he's already done his thing against everybody, and if he ends up going against Adam Cole, I feel like that's a one-off because that's how long the storylines last.
Well, that's his next opponent when he comes back. Adam Cole, of course.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's not.
Which that devil shit that I wanted it to be somebody else. So I was disappointed in that.
Who did you want the devil to be?
Nemeth.
Okay.
Yeah. No, am I different?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Britt Baker. The fuck? Give me something different. You know what I'm saying? Surprise me. You know what I mean?
So it was too predictable.
Yeah, it was too predictable, man. Come on.
And they used to be like really good at the surprises, and then they just like rammed all those surprises down your throat, and they're like, "All right, I guess we're screwed."
Yeah.
Shot his load too quick.
Yeah.
Can't really get away with saying that anymore.
All right, so it comes to the time we talked about at the beginning of the show.
The reason.
And we've been talking about it for about 3 weeks, teasing it 3 weeks on our show. And the main reason that Lewis is on is that on March 3rd, we talked about AEW Revolution. We talked about Sting's last match. We, Brotherly Love Wrestling, will be doing a live broadcast from Louliga Cigar Lounge before AEW Revolution. We're going to get down there. We're going to set up. We're looking at a 6 o'clock start time. Doing a full pre-show talking about AEW, which I'm sure Joe will be thrilled to do. But the best thing is that
you're really going to make our fucking live debut negative.
Yeah, no, you're going to make our live debut negative.
I'll have the pay-per-view on.
Yes.
I'll have pizza. I'll have a whole shebang.
That's the other
and
thing.
Cigars.
And of course, cigars.
And cigars.
Of course.
Yes.
So anyone who wants to join us, please come down. Fishtown, right next to the Fillmore. You have to come down.
Oh shit! That means you're right next to Barcade.
Around the corner from Barcade.
Yeah, right around the corner.
All right, so we do the show, we hit Barcade, then we come back for the pay-per-view.
So
25 East Allen Street.
Okay, there you go. 25 East Allen Street. Join Brotherly Love Wrestling at our live broadcast. Come down, have some fun, smoke a cigar with us, watch AEW.
Bring us food.
Yeah, I mean,
no cover charge.
There you go.
Cover charge.
No cover charge.
No
you get to
cover
watch
charge.
a pay-per-view for free. You have food.
Just bring your wrestling fandom.
Yeah.
That's it. Just bring your wrestling fandom down here. Let's enjoy this.
Absolutely. So, yeah, join us March 3rd. Broadcast will begin at 6 o'clock. We'll be down there a little earlier hanging out. So definitely come down. We'll be promoting this as it leads up to it to the show. So definitely anyone and everyone come out. Come join us and we'll have some fun watching AEW, even if Joe is shitting on it half the time. But we still get to watch Sting's last match.
Half seems kind of light, man.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But and while we have you, we want to thank you for opening up the Cigar Lounge to us and allowing us to do this. Because
we're cultured now. We're like fucking Cody Rhodes. We're coming down in suits.
Oh, it's also BYOB, guys.
Okay, that's
all right.
Fine.
You get free food, but bring your own drinks. You fucking snakes.
Yeah. Gotta bring something. Yeah. So once again, Lewis, thank you so much for having us on. Thank you for opening the lounge and allowing us to do this.
Thank you, blessed. Yeah,
And,
man. Thanks for having me on, man. Truly appreciate it.
Anytime, and we'll be talking to you very soon, and we'll be promoting
Yes.
and letting you know and getting you all the information as well.
Yeah, send me all the info, send me a flyer, I'll post it up, you know, get this thing
Absolutely.
going.
All right, thanks
Hope to
again.
see
We
you.
hope you have a good night.
Thanks, guys.